And welcome back. Apologies. We had to restart the stream. I don't know. Issues over my head, to be honest. Sometimes you just got to restart stuff to make it work. And hopefully with that long little break there, these teams are now 100% ready to manage each other. They've got a long time to figure out exactly what they've got going on here. And it's just going to be a little bit of a slow push for WgW just through long. Common little bit just to feel it out, figure out exactly what Rage has got set up here, and so far it's that Viper Wall, but doesn't have anything quite yet ready here for this execute, and that double smoke's coming in huge. Both these sides have that tool with them, and we're gonna find a little bit of spam there into Babam. Dom might find Mael as well here. He's just tucked behind the box, but so far it's going to be straight from long. The sky flash gave it away. CJ has their back to Hookah, finally going to clear it, but Dom couldn't find anything. That one, Cow's going to pop off in the back of sight with Onazi picking up Mael. The rest of that execute from WgW just getting stalled out here, having to move slowly through Elbow, and Goose is watching that like a hawk. 2 left alive here. 1 smoke, and looks like they accidentally typed that into the party chat, but you guys want to see that double peek through. Onazi and Ghost were so ready for that.
Yeah, big defensive stand there. Onazi leading the charge for Rage. That one Cow also picks up 2 on the brim, and it's pistol round for Rage, looking pretty solid. And yeah, it's gonna be a bonus. That's how winning pistol works.
Got a pretty good bonus setup here, especially with Sight. Has the outlaw in hand, not a single armor to the name of WgW, so they're gonna really have to deal with that if they try and go long. But otherwise, just slow swinging here towards Showers. Not a bad space to try and get this at all, especially with, I think there was no wall put up there at all. I'm telling yes, and Onazi's gonna find the rest of the members of WgW there, trying to spam away, trying to find some sort of a kill. They're gonna get that ult orb. They've got this Teo here, something that I haven't seen a whole lot of here on TCC, and Versy's up on top of that box. That smoke's gonna pop down, and they're gonna get absolutely blasted here in a second. That one Cal's waiting for it, ready. Is he gonna check it? I think Versy's just hiding and waiting for the Showers to really pop out with that bird. Coming on through, trying to get the right clicks, not able to do the Bulldog's way too good. That one counts good for 2, but Bam finds 1 with that Sheriff from Showers there, but couldn't get anything more. The spams from the Outlaw also didn't find anything here, but Sight up in heaven. This push is stalled from WgW. They've gotten one of, I'd expect like 2 to 3 kills here in this, on this eco round here, into the bonus.
30
so
seconds
far, just
left.
waiting for it. Fanta's going to find Dawn here with Guardian Hand. Dawn might be lined up for it. Finally, able to get that done. Next kill picked up here. WgW stuck in Showers. Only have 1 to their name. Dawn, though, or CJ, actually. Good for 2. Picks off that Outlaw as well. 14 seconds left in the round. They've got this bomb. They have to get it down. It's going to be towards triple here. That one Cal slowly peeking with this Bulldog. Bam, going to get spammed away. Bomb, gone. 7 seconds left in the round. CJ has that share. Has to find it. Couldn't get it done. That one Cal for 4.
Yeah, Cow 4K. That honestly might sound more like Mario Kart than Valorant, but yeah, we're gonna ignore that. So, yeah, 6-0 Cow. That still sounds like Mario Kart. Yeah, so we've got a bonus. Kind of goes awry if you're Rage. CJ finds 2 with Bam's Sheriff, and kind of starts getting a little concerning. They do manage to pull it out, but we're here in round 3. Pretty weak buy out of Rage.
Yeah, they lost a lot of members because of that Sheriff. That's why it's pretty important to get a lot of those eco frags there. And Versy's starting off quick. They're picking up Dawn straight through Hookah here, actually. But Sight's popping off in the back of Sight. Stalls his WgW push. Not able to find Phanto there, though. The bomb's still going to get down. 3 members alive here for WgW. Going to even it up, though. Goose found Mael. A little asleep at the wheel going through that teleporter. Goose going to get cleared out by that drone. Phanto moving towards long. Alongside Versy here. Waiting for this drop. They've got this pretty good gate there to make sure you can't get through. It's going to be heard. Very slow goose showing where they were. Net. That's not the net. That's the sound set. Just going to pick up one here and waiting for it. Bento able to get one and Versi ready for that second on Anazi. The round picked up here for WGW.
Yeah, a couple of concerning rounds back to back. If you're the team who won it, bye against a pretty weak set of equipment out of the other team, and they get a lot of damage, and it's just a lot of damage onto that round that probably shouldn't happen. And we're gonna see
What's happening?
Be right back.
Honestly, already picking off 3 there, just from short. Waiting for these kills to get delivered to them. And the ace, not quite denied. Versi picks up Goose there. But honestly, hunting for it straight through into showers. Has got the backup needed too. Versi's going to be able to reclaim this bomb, but staring at their teammates' dead bodies, not a whole lot you can do here. This could be a slow peek from Honestly. Versi ready to challenge and trying to find it. Couldn't get it. Honestly losing that ace attempt, but still the 4K is going to make this round pretty easy here for Rage. Just wait, hold these angles. They've got this op in Sight's hands, and Versi's going to slowly walk into this. That is an ugly crosshair from Sight. Holy, but he was ready for it anyway. The Rage picking up their 3rd round.
Yeah, so starting to see a theme develop. Shaky anti-ecos. And we're going to have
Unlucky.
a tech pause.
Unlucky. There we go. Yay. Hopefully we can wait for this. Do we have to restart Valorant? I'm just talking at this point. Oh, no. Okay. 3rd time's the charm. We're going to hope that this unfreezes for a second. Hoping and praying. But we can keep talking here for a second. I think there's quite a bit to break down there, especially after a round like that. You just get blown up and you burnt your ult already here from CJ. So you're missing that important waylay ults. We're missing that important, what's it called? I mean, just kind of stringing rounds together there. You really want to try and get a foot up here on bind attack. You can really snowball easily with how honestly easy it is to get these orbs, and WGW just not able to get that done quite yet.
Yeah, WGW not the best ultimate situation.
Anything else? Bad situation? But when they're going to this round, we've got some. To me, I see this as kind of an instant loss round. You've got I don't know if stream can see it, but you've got the sting. You've got a Spectre and a Stinger and 2 Sheriff's name. It's not good to go, yeah? Hello?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, yay. I can type that now. Working on it. We're all trying new stuff out. Yay, they're good to go. We're still here, thank God. Thank God we don't have to reset again, man.
Time to jump.
I really don't want to restart again on the stream. Hold. What? They type ready and then they don't. Now they're ready to go. 3 seconds left into the round. I love little bits of confusion here, and WGW have to try and find that here. They got this flash ready for long. Sight's going to eat it straight up. Tries to find that op shot full blind. Still no shot, dude. That's great, man. Prod Revos. Just play this. Play around. We're just gonna play the round. I'm gonna try and radio this for a second. It's just slight pushing from the WgW. They're trying to feel out something, trying to find some sort of a pick. It's going to be on to Dawn there, who's swung out towards B short and able to get 2 with that Vandal in hand. That push now stopped from WgW. Snakebite going to get burned, just trying to stop any sort of reclaim on the bomb. Stuck just in front of that teleporter. Able to reclaim this. WgW finds the bomb. Rage back fully into their sights. They're slow pushing towards that A side teleporter. They're trying to call a little play, maybe a little flanksy coming on into here. It's just more commitment from the side of Rage, looking to find some sort of a pick, setting up for a slow rotation, but it's Mael and Babam left alive here into Hookah. Dawn hot on 3 kills so far, watching this. 3 members here too. They've got Sight watching it with the op as well. Dawn on top of that smoke. Oh, Molly's going to get used as well here for Rage. Round's going to time out here. Mael and Babam trying to pop onto the wall, trying to find something. Mael able to get 1. Dawn, good for 4. Has to find 1 more for the ace, and Sight's going to steal it. Thankfully, we don't miss that ace while we're frozen. Now I think we tech pause again. All right. So now we're going to be pausing here. Wonderful situation happening for all of us.
I miss every single P10. That is
nice
great.
job. So would that be the case? We'll see you after, again, sadly, another break. And now for the final restart. Hopefully, God forbid we have to stop again. I would not like to stop again. I know these players do not like to stop again, so we'll make sure that doesn't happen. But checking back over. Tucked into the corner. Dawn's trying to spam away, but didn't quite have the drop on Babam there. It's going to already lose that out. Numbers disadvantage here for Rage. They've not been too good in those situations. Dawn was last round was that pop-off key factor, found 4 kills to be able to stop any sort of a push here from WgW. And so far still defaulting. WgW looking for any bit of more leeway. Sight's got that op in, not that op in hand anymore. It's Anazi who has that, and that's the Waylay watching long over towards B, and Versi might be the one to find that on this very slow and dry lurk. But for now, Seekers are in the hand for the Bam. Dimensional Drift might get casted here from Sight if they get anything resembling a push here. Gonna pop out from short, 3 from short, 1 from Showers here. This 1v1 from Showers is gonna be big here. Sight's gonna find 1, looking for it. Lamps still held here. Gonna get spammed away though, stunned. Goose locked up by those Seekers. So is Sight, both blind, both deaf, not able to do a whole lot. Goose gonna walk out, doesn't know Miles there, they couldn't hear it. Gonna lose the front of Sight. Still have a decent amount of control here at the back of Sight right now. Miles gonna be the one in charge of that. Fanto hasn't really pushed out of Showers at all either. Continue to hold on to that one cow from here. Sight's gonna pop that Dimensional Drift. Anazi doesn't have that op anymore. It's actually in the hands of Sight there. Gonna find that Waylay ult into Lamps here, looking for it. Mael trying to get away, trying to find something. That one kill's gonna pick up Fanto. Anazi not able to find the kill. Versi picking up Sight as they pop out of the Dimensional Drift. Mael stuck in between a rock and a hard place, and then Anazi picking up the kill. Versi has the win and the ability to open up the skies, but not to find the kill. Anazi gonna pick the kill, but no time on the bomb.
Clutch.
Yeah, interesting round. Saw both Brim ults, Waylay ult out of the set of Rage, and we've just seen a pretty normal early Valorant game. 4 rounds for the defense, 2 for the attack. Pistol 1, anti-bonus 1. Big damage on the bonus. They win the gun round, and then the...
It's a really good drone from Goose. But Miles gonna pick up that trade with the Stinger. Already good for 1 here. Another eco. They've been pretty good with it, like you mentioned, but they've got to be able to keep that going. That net's gonna pop out, but that one cow's not cleared here. Pop out of the smoke, could do a lot of damage to the backs of WgW. Versi stuck at the iPad, didn't have to look away, but Bam's able to pick that up. 3 versus 2. 2 guns though in the hand. Sight's got this outlaw. Dawn with the Phantom, even up. 2 for 2 left alive here. Stinger, Vandal, Outlaw, Phantom. Both these teams even enough in resources they can create the fights they want. And this slow lurk from Dawn all the way from the back of Showers. Miles gonna have a little bit of an idea trying to clear that out for a truck here. But Bam has that Stinger. Not able to create the fight they want. Dawn's getting so close. Mile doesn't know at all. Is picked off quickly. But Mile found Sight. It's only Dawn left alive here. Clo popping the ult. Gonna get popped again. All left to Babam here. Playing Ringer on the Rosie, and Dawn picks it up faster and has time.
Yeah, they do have time. Big round for Rage to win. I mean, you gotta be converting your anti-ecos, and if you lose that one, it's not gonna go well, and WgW calls the timeout in response to that. Yeah, if you aren't able to win that round, you're gonna have trouble getting this game back. Well, keeping this game under your control, because you're probably gonna have issues on the next round as well, with on the money side getting the round. Huge play from Dawn there, gets Rage the round, keeps the momentum their way, and WgW calls a timeout because they don't really have much going, and they're going to be looking to get something going. Pretty obvious there. Yeah, very important economical round again. Both teams probably have a broken economy, if they lose, Rage fares slightly better as they've won 5 rounds. But not really going to be the easiest. It's going to be one, a both-way gun round, and 2, probably going to see developed strat from WgW and Leo. Let's see what that strat can do and this idea.
And Leo was so confident. If I'm remembering this correctly, Leo was so confident in their coaching abilities that they were kind of like offering themselves around to multiple teams, settling at least for playoffs here on WGW. So maybe a little bit of showcase for them here off of this timeout buy round versus buy round here. But as you mentioned, the economy specifically for WGW just devastated right now. No one has more than 350 in their pocket after this buy here at this point. But if you look over at Rage, they can at least buy into next round. Onazi has no armor anymore, but still has some money to buy. The rest of the members are really going to have something to work with. Sight at least has the ability to burn like a bucky, but the rest can buy. So big round coming in for both Rage and WGW, and that's not what you want to do on a big round here, Versi. You need to be checking your corners, man, and Dawn's going to just bite a little too early there. Didn't get as much info as they wanted, but did get the kill. Perfectly fine here from Rage as of now, and Sight's just busting on through any and all of that plan from WGW.
Smoke's down.
3 left alive here for them. Phantom able to pick up that bomb, but Goose picks off another member. Miles gonna fall. No chance to even fire back. Rage is just clinically tearing apart what left of this plan. What's left of this plan at this point. CJ's gonna get pretty far forward. Gonna find Dawn there on a great timing. Now pushed forward. Sight's waiting for it, walking up with that op. CJ's gonna walk into it just in a second, but Sight wasn't looking, able to peek away, finds that headshot, needs to go for the second one into Hookah.
10 seconds
It wasn't
left.
Hookah, that was a teammate. My bad. It's Phantom just gonna save here. Understands economy is a little broken at this point. WGW can't give up any more guns, but they have to give up the round.
Yeah, WGW coming out of the timeout with a default idea, try to get this game back, looking to rebound from that last round, and they lose pretty badly. All 5 members live, if I didn't somehow misremember that already. One of WGW is able to save, but it's all sheriffs and 1 vandal going up against a full buy with all vandals and an op.
Well, this is giving a lot of confidence here to WGW and to push into Lamps. Somehow, though, able to get away. 2 kills picked off there. Honestly, going to hold on to Showers. Mile has that gun upgrade so far. Gonna push back to the Showers. A-Site held, no other space taken. Honestly, holding onto these Showers. HP bar is pretty low for CJ and Phantom, where those people holding Lamp Sight from heaven here. Looking, can't clear bench at all. It's gonna be Miles. Soul walked into, not ready for that one. Sight up in hand, finds 1 more. 2 left here from Lamps. Has to find their Sight, gonna have that flash there, trying to re-clear this Lamps, trying to get a space here. Phantom making sure Dawn's gone, not much to work with here. 2 versus 2. Op in hand, 1 HP on Sight here, 1 shot. All they need though, gonna get hindered. Missed the op shot there. It's all up to Sight here, talking so much, has to make this happen here. Tap bomb looks for it, not ready for Phantom to re-clear.
Imagine they had good weapons.
Honestly, maybe that timeout was, like, they may have came up with that strat in that timeout, because it seemed to work better. Not saying it wasn't an inherently better strat, but it definitely worked better because they won the round. Yeah, pretty, insane momentum flipper there. It can, flipping the tables in reference to Eco Table Flipper of this game, possibly.
Be right back.
Well, here's another big table flip on as he not blind at all. Teammate got blinded by that. Picking off Versi already. One of the smokes gone here. Now elected Sight. And honestly, have to get out of Hook in there. Hinder making it hard. Snakebite's gonna stall this long push. Mile though still gonna long swing, trying to find a Dawn, gonna get picked off here. That Sight just sprinting on into Octagon. They're able to get away though with that teleport before still alive. Mile pretty low, but I think still has the pick me up, so he's got something. But Bam has a hint that someone's there. I don't think anyone's actually looking. No, CJ's looking towards this spawn. It's gonna get smoked off sight, sitting in that smoke there. That's a big ultimate coming in here from the Teo. On is he able to capitalize off that, but CJ and Mile pick it up there too. The sight's open for WgW. It's just that one cow holding spawn, holding it pretty well, but Mile has the drop, able to pick it up, good for 3, couldn't get away from the Teo, but CJ finds Goose in the end.
Yeah, so as representatives of the CJ, of the, I don't know what to call that, as CJ representatives, I think we both personally have favorings towards CJ, because I'm actually a CJ. I genuinely have reason to have CJ in my Discord name.
What do you mean?
And you know, CJ is probably the best CJ. Low-key, CJ Goals is overrated. Like, you gotta be able to keep your ammo. And CJ, does some stuff, and Mel, bigger focus there, gets the 3, but
No.
I still like CJ.
You still like CJ, and now it's up to CJ and Mile to kind of pop out of this. Same time as Hookah. Here it comes. Hinder's gonna miss there. Both backs to sight. Missed the right clicks. Couldn't find it. And clearing the sight here. Sawakow up the Stinger. Not able to find anything. Whaleout's gonna get popped there. Clears spawn, but they didn't clear Goose. Just picked up 2 through the smoke. CJ returns one with Dawn here. Sight's gonna find someone with a classic. Phantom's gonna pop here. Now here comes this re-execute. Onazi waiting for it with those dashes. CJ holding Octane pretty hard. Goose gonna get popped by CJ there. Versi didn't have that molly on time. Onazi trying to find someone in the Bucky. Double jump there. 2 pumps. 1 kill found. Sight last here. All on to CJ. Pops that ultimate themselves. It's time to be the best one. Missed it with the moving accuracy. Onazi's holding that entirely. And I think CJ's not running a crosshair.
As I do.
Yeah, that is true. CJ does not have a
Last
crosshair.
round before the switch.
And that's why he's the best CJ and the best representative of the CJ community.
That's crazy.
I don't think CJ Goals can do that. Just me personally. We could ask him. He is in the lobby. I don't know why he's in the lobby. He just is. But yeah, we've got Rage. WgW's definitely recovered this from 6-2 to 6-5, looking a lot better than they were. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty useful to see what comes of this round. Will Rage keep it, break the momentum a little bit, or will WgW keep it going?
That would have been big on the momentum there for Rage if they just could have found that kill here. Still able to stall this push for a second. Onazi's blocked out lamps. Hard to take. Actually, not for anybody, but that one Cow and Goose just popping CJ and Fanto there. Already on that execute. This file out from showers is deadly, and Miles in that smoke and confident. Versi found it as well. Bomb's gonna get down. Triple held just for a second. Versi's picking up Dawn now. That's that flank gone. No opportunities. It's just sight here with that dimensional drift. Gonna find Versi waiting with that ultimate, but Bam's picking up Onazi, popping out of the dimensional drift, but Bam waiting for it.
Switching sides.
Yeah, WgW even it up. Important to the game. And we've got a timeout this time from Rage, trying to start this half well. And yeah, so we saw some really a tale of 2 halves of the half, or tale of 2 quarters to be more accurate. Like first 6 rounds 4-2, last 6 rounds 6 ends at 6-6. Both quarters, for lack of a better term, are ended 4-2. So yeah, just really good way to close out that half if you are WgW. Started pretty bad. You're down 6-2 and you just find a way to get it to 6-6 and be in an even situation, not really any worries. I don't know about you, but I think we're gonna see some numbers that I personally like. I'm not gonna say that you like them, but I think we're gonna see them.
Pray, depending on the team, WGW praying that they get to see that fun number. pop up here with a win. CJ's got that sheriff in hand, has been so clean with it throughout the first half of this, so to be able to try and continue some of that momentum into this half here. You've got I would say a little bit more of attacking focused team here from the side of WgW, just because you've got that Clove more specifically as your second smokes over in comparison to that Viper. And we're gonna see just how that works. And so far, it's just kind of a little bit of a hard commit coming into here and trying to find what they can get. It's going to be just a little bit of pot shots coming in towards Hookah. That one cow left alive here, watching the body of their friend, trying to find something, but the team is collapsing around him with the net through the teleporter. Fanto finds the assist, helps Mael pick up that kill here. 2 dead, both the smokes from Rage already gone. You're seeing that 6-7 come to life here. WgW just have to pick that off here. They have to realize at this point, they're on defense. They don't have to peek anything. Hold your angles, play slow and wait. A little antsy. They're gonna find Sight though, who's through into elbow. Got that teleporter through, but Phantom is waiting for Goose. Bomb's gonna pop down. CJ picking off on as he giving them a haircut. It's just Sight here, slowly clearing everything. The entire map is dark. You know, probably someone standing close to that bomb, and WgW just crowding around it, waiting for Sight to come on through here. They're spamming a smoke. I mean, the good news is WgW have no clue, but they're going to hear these steps right now. But bam, waiting for it, going to peek on through, right-click one, not able to find the second one. Sight going to pick that up. Couldn't finish it out, though. Miles going to find that kill. And it's your time to shine, CJ.
Yeah, so 6-7. Yeah, we see our favorite numbers of 6 and 7 in this game. Yeah, and it's looking pretty good for WgW. 5-game win streak to force the score. And really, it's coming from a lot of just good plays out of, well, at least Rage's 6. They've come out of a lot of good individual plays. A lot of 4Ks, I believe 3 out of their 6 rounds have been off of 4Ks. And they've got to be able to find that united play and get this going because of how they're playing, not how one of them is playing, or like 3 of them.
Able to pick up the finds all 5 of the heads here. Salvo gonna confirm. Mile flushed out, able to find 2 with the transfer through the smoke. That one cow picking it off. Molly's gonna get burned, but it's not gonna find anything so far. That one cow gonna try and get the bomb down, but bam, holding towards elbow here. Look towards their teammate Bursty, slowly clearing here. Has that goes, but bam, has that rifle on the move. Finds Honestly through the smoke. That's not a PC check. That's pure luck. Sight, slow clear. Has that Vandal though, picking it off. 2 versus 3 here. 2 Vandals to 1. Sight has to pop off. It's going to be looking for 1. Able to find that even up there. Back to Phantom. Not able to find the kills. That one cow and Sight now have these 2 really hard to clear spots. Phantom doesn't have the need or the time. Just have to raw get the kill like that. That one cow has to clear this. Couldn't find the transition. CJ had their back to that one cow, who's able to tie it up.
Yeah. It's a round of Valorant. Yeah, we see this, like, really bit of a mistake out of WgW there. Mel gets isolated on site, dies to the waylay, and can't really get any help because his waylay is smoked off. That's really what it boils down to in that round. If Mel manages to get out, if Mel gets traded, that round's over. But in the way of WgW, but it ends in the way of Rage.
Oh, well, already first blood picking up their Sight, able to trade it out. Good shots from Mael there, but now it's up to Babam. Just the classic. Gonna get flushed out here in a second, but they're full blind from their own splash. Couldn't find the second one, but still, numbers evened up at least for WgW. This really messy buy. They've got 2 sheriffs though. Could make magic happen, especially in CJ's hands. Trying to find it, able to get that headshot, somehow not killing, but Versi finishes it out there. Sight gonna get the bomb down. 2 versus 3. We've seen it before. CJ looking for it, able to TP away just in time. positions assumed again. These two members from Rage were able to win last time on the clutch. Can they make it happen again? Oh, the net found. Sight has to hold it. Now, peeking out. Versi has to get it. CJ and that one Cow couldn't get it done. It's that one Cow and Sight picking it up.
Yeah, I mentioned this during the halftime. Rage is a bit individualistic so far, and kind of see that again. The last 2 rounds, really good plays from Sight. Get it over the line for Rage. He is top fragging 17 and 11 plus 6. And it's really been coming down to those individual plays a little bit too much. It's also sort of included in that Ultima game that I mentioned way earlier. Yeah, just gotta find a way to play a little bit better. I mean, of course credit due, but yeah, you gotta figure it out a bit more team-wise.
Yeah, if they can clean up their team play here throughout the series, they've got a lot of time to still work on it. I was gonna have that smoke out, trying to pop it out, able to get some time, but couldn't find it. That one Cow. Remember where they are, gonna pop that clip while trying to get away. Versi here, walking on through, timing, taken, looking for it. Dawn not able to find anything here, but now stuck, getting cleared out. But bam, trying to find a slow walking Dawn, picks it up. Honestly though, finds Versi as well. WgW collected and cut down. 2 versus 4 here against the individualistic people. Flushed out to Salvos, pushing them through into Hookah. CJ's gonna pop out there trying to get the information, teleports away. They're gonna actually elect to move with this. Trying to plant this bomb here towards A. Give themselves even more time. Seconds, I guess, left. But all that you really need. Bomb's gonna pop down. WgW gonna hear this now at this point. Got a lot to play with at this moment. And already buying time. It's 40 seconds once that bomb's down. Before it blows up. Buying all these seconds here. That one Cow and Goose holding spawn. It's just Sight here from Lamps. The execute that WgW were pretty good at. The members that were very good at it as well. Pop it on through here. But they've got so much room to clear. Flash, well timed. CJ not ready for Sight at all. Trying to spam it away. Phantom not looking. Picked up there. It's a team ace for Rage.
Time to jump.
Yeah, I just said they were super individualistic in their team ace. I love that from Rage. They definitely aren't listening to this stream. Yeah, so just really solidly called round, honestly. Bit unlucky if you're WgW as a team, but I would say mostly towards the side of Mel. They've gotten in those situations where they've just died spamming through smoke, shooting first on the person twice this game, I think, when they saw the person. So yeah, it's been a bit strange on the spamming smoke side of things. Things not really going the way you would expect, and it's kind of helping Rage out here.
Giving them lots of space to work with when you can really just lean back on someone shooting. It's just too easy when you can look to any of your players at any moment to pop off to make an individual play. Stratting becomes so much easier. Timeouts become a lot easier. All you have to do is just get the bodies into the right space. You don't need to necessarily create plays like we saw from WgW on this first run of this half with that net through teleporter. Looked phenomenal, was great, but then every round after that, they've just been getting individually crushed, individually challenged, and it's just too hard of a barrier to break on through right now. But still a little bit to be played at this moment for WgW. So, keep going this round. Gonna be hard to work with here at this moment. Is the Rage ball coming on through into here. Smoke's gonna get dropped and shoot this down, but now Brimstone gonna bring that ultimate straight up through with that one already losing that, but Dawn flushing out too. Already gone. Miles getting spammed on through into triple. Dawn finding the third. Just straight on through, and honestly gonna pick up that rotation. It's a flawless. We talked about individual, but this just looks like a team play.
Pick something nice to
I
kill
mean,
them.
yeah,
It's the least
it is just an eco round. 3, I can't count, out of Dawn. Bit individualistic, but really, Dawn's just entering, well, second entering, doing whatever against an eco. And yeah, he just gets 3.
cutting through.
And it's just to run it down B. I mean A, I can't do sights correctly in my head. Yeah, but still looking good if you're Rage. 3 rounds out. 10-7.
Close. Able to pick that up though. Goose with the trade. 4 for 4 still here. Surprised my health didn't get swung there, but just making sure that they can't die. You don't want to deal with someone that's heated up. It's not the best to deal with, but gonna ping this out. They know exactly where Mile still is. They got to hunch at least one of the bodies here on A. They don't know who quite yet, unless I think they heard. I don't know. They did hear dogs, so they know they've got a good idea where these bodies are. Not necessarily what the util is quite yet, or that Deadlock has literally no util down. But Dawn gonna swing out there, gets away with it, but bam. Still not looking for it, but Dawn got spammed away by Mile there. Half HP already. Gets a little bit of advantage, but the X2 coming on through with these smokes. The rotation a little slow from WgW. Going to teleport here into Lamps. They've got 2 bodies already in the front of their Dawn. Moving towards truck here, but bam, waiting for it. Pre-fires for that one. Cow Seekers with this reclear, but bam, has to try and buy some space, some time for these rotations to come through, but the teleport opted through instantly. From Rage, they don't have time. Deadlock ult, burn, catches nobody with that bounce. Net's gonna come on through, trying to find something, barely misses as well. Versity and Sight trading though. Phantom finds it. Dawn able to pick up Versity though into the molly. Dawn barely gets away with that. Viper's pit onto their bomb's gonna be down though, getting spammed away, but bam, finds it with the taps. One alive here for Goose, no util in hand, but the individualistic talent from Rage has to shine here if you want to get the advantage. Waiting for it, not able to get it done. It's Babam with the pop-off.
Yeah, so, I mean, individual talent is something we see in low elo and this league especially. I mean, if we take it back to a really long time ago, nobody knows what this is probably, unless you were in the league. Really long time ago, I was on this team, and I believe it was a league similar elo style to this. I think it was Diamond or Ascendant max rank, and basically there was this one plat guy on my team who was duelist demon, pretty also kind of can be described as an aim demon. He basically popped off, and to quote his interview, and to quote the caster during his interview, no candy pop off, no win. Or no candy, no win, I forget.
Well, right now it's CJ that has to pop off for this WgW roster to get anything done. And Versity's just going to swing that with a gun ready. CJ able to dodge the flash, but not able to dodge Sight's gun. The pop off from Sight there. Able to get it. But Dawn not looking for Babam here. Has to find something else here. Flash ready, getting spammed away over the truck on as he's picking it up. 11-8.
Yeah, another big individual round out of Rage, and I think they're setting up for a Waylay ult. No, they aren't. They still might be anyway. Probably are, for that matter. Probably going to try to combine these two ultimates they have with the Dimensional Drift and Waylay ult. Looking going to be.
Into the so far. I'm sure they're just going to get a lot of information, but they're still making it on through here. Finally able to TP away their Sight. Gets so much information. Whale's going to get burned already under the Sight, and Arnsey powered up, looking for the fight. Not being given it at all here, but it's taking this Sight here for Rage. It's a 5v5 retake though. The ecos for WgW, I think they're 2-1 so far, or 2-2 on them, which is honestly really good for ecos, especially against a team that we've been calling this individual, like, led team of Rage. Still has to make it done here, has to clear Arnsey in tube, and they're not able to get that done at all. Phantom's already taken out Dawn, gonna find Mael, looking like WgW couldn't make it done at all. It's Rage just picking them apart.
Yeah, Rage
Match
gets
point.
it to 12. 4 chances to win without overtime. I mean, 4-round win streak at the end of the half for WgW. That's a familiar story. If you guys were paying attention in the first half, which you probably should have been. If you weren't, you should lock in. Yeah, but we're going to see an attempt to keep this game going from WgW. Maybe try to force this over. Hoping to try to force this OT. Need 4 straight, and yeah, we're gonna get into it.
They've got 4 rounds here to
Go
pick the round.
ahead.
It's going to start with this.
Stand your
Armageddon's going to burn,
ground.
clearing all of this, but turn an interesting way where they can't push at all onto this quite yet. They were trying to find the kill, trying to flush it. Mile and CJ picking up those kills already. The advantage is bought here. Fountain is the space here for Rage. This is where they fight. This is where they try and find the advantage back again. Sight's pushed up into long here, but Phantom's not giving the fight. Versi is, though. Shoulder peeks. Not able to get shot quite yet here. Phantom's re-peeking. Sight's gun visible in a second here, but they're both going to time each other just out of the way. Corralled into Fountain with the rest of the members. Goose and that one cow. Fake TP going to get burned here. Not baited at all. Bam tapping away. Couldn't find anything here. Looking like they're just going to try and burn this real TP in a second. But look at where CJ is. CJ's waiting for this. Another TP turned over. CJ trying to find it. Picks up Sight there. That one cow gonna peek. CJ gets away with it. Found the kill. 5 for just 2. Bam, not ready with the gun in hand. Still able to get it up in time. That one cow swings again. And down to 3.
Yeah. WgW first step on the trail. Looking for this. Leo's gonna call a timeout, talk to his team, and we're gonna have more time to talk about this game so far. What? Yeah, so
WGW.
Yeah, it's a WGW timeout, and we're going to see, well, WGW is gonna look to get this to overtime, 3 rounds needed, keep it going, get these rounds, if you're WgW, and yeah, hope Rage, maybe you can break their econ for the last round of the game if you win when you win these next 2. I believe it will be a bit of a factor. I don't want to do Valorant economy math in my head right now, so I'm not gonna try. I think. Okay, so they get 2,400 from this round. They've already done their buys. So, okay, no, it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
No, they're fine. Roughly, they're fine.
No, like, Goose has 3,000 after next round. He's the person I did the math on. And then add that, it's 5,900. So yeah, they're fine on econ.
Show yourself you can.
So Rage, all the opportunities in the world at this moment to pick this up here. Still in a good spot in terms of momentum right now, especially in this half. But WGW set up quite well right now. Drone's gonna get burned here from Goose. Try to see what they can. Able to spot that out, but it's shot at least. So they got the information, but they don't know that CJ's tucked into that corner, looking towards short here. It's typically been a lamp's hold at this moment. Maybe they're just waiting for this wall to pop up. Dawn's moving towards Fountain. Maybe going to TP over and just try and fast hit B, but that sound sensor is going to be so difficult to clear from this deadlock. Jumping on through. Just waiting for these teams, both waiting for the mistake at this moment. They recognize, Rage knows they just need to wait for the win, wait for the advantage to come to them. Even though technically time isn't on their side on attack, they've got 3 rounds to play with. They could 5-man save, honestly, like Fnatic, and be okay at this moment. Dawn's worked up here, trying to spot out what they can. Sound sensor's gonna get heard, but it's gonna not get popped. Snuck Dawn back to Phanto. Shot in the head. Not much to work with there. That's gonna be the call back. Hey guys, we worked up towards A. We've got Onizy now inserted here towards Showers, looking for a little more. Still hasn't cleared a lot of information. Still has barely anything. But Bam's gonna swing, sees Goose here, shot away. Beautifully done here, but Bam and CJ were waiting for this. 12 seconds left on the round, a little too slow for their comfort. Honestly, swinging on out towards Showers. Mile right out of both, but Bam found it instead. It's a save again from Sight here. 3 seconds left in the round. Might try and get some exits here. They've got the economy to work with. Has to just destroy something from WgW. But Mile finds it.
I reckon I'll take a kip after this. I've earned it.
Yeah. WGW staying on this trail to this overtime. Need 2 more. Not really any econ issues coming in for Rage.
Don't give them ground.
Site has 300 extra. Might have be a little bit short on that utility.
Oh, short in utility, not short in guns here. Mile picks up Goose. Able to respawn too. Now, though, forced to push on forward. Rage sprinting on away. But Bam trying to help them get this kill. But the teleport's coming for the teammates. Mile running out of time. Don slowly pushing in. CJ doesn't see that at all. Mile's going to drop here now. Advantage for Rage. It's going to be a pop-off from someone here. It's going to be Versi. Evens that up. That lookout spamming away here. It's Rage running on through. And that Thompson's going to get tripped here. Both of them tripped. Now, on the site, B-site's taking him, but they're gonna burn that ultimate time bot here for a second. Seeker's also coming on through here for this retake really early. No one's out yet. Rage doesn't have to commit. They're gonna double on back into this teleporter. They're leaving Onazi into here. He's gonna get spotted out by this Seeker. There's no one from WGW on this A site again. Another fast rotation coming on through here. They've got the smokes to make sure they don't take back site. Versi barely getting the molly away. That one cow also didn't have their gun out. Fanta still alive. That one cow picking up a Bam here. 2 versus 3. WGW have to find it again. Versi, last one to pop off in this moment here. It's tucking on away here. Fanto, smoke's gonna drop here. Lucky just for a second. Smoke on through here with Clove. Not bad. The slow work. It's from that one cow and from Lamps. The collapse in a second. Bomb tapped. Versi found it. Onazi looking for it. 2 alive here. Time not on your side. Bomb not half. Versi, you've got to play some mind games. You've got to land the shots of your life at this moment. And Rage, finally, they needed 4 to win, and they only needed 1. They pick it up.
Yeah, it's just a round. It's just a big map for Rage to be winning here. Taking the pick of WGW. Looking pretty good doing it. Had a bit of slip-ups towards the end of the halves. And, but ultimately got it done. Looked like they had generally good plays, strategies, players, and just played how they needed to, got it done, and may have been a bit difficult, but they got it done. Yeah, that's about it.
They did get it done in the end. They put themselves in a really good spot going into their map 2 pick now at this moment. It's going to be Haven. Rage electing towards defense. WGW on attack. We'll see you when the map starts right after this intermission.
Welcome to Cryptic Coaching. This is our professional coaching program, where ranking up is 100% guaranteed, with in-depth coaching breaking down agents, fundamentals, and more. One-on-one personalized coaching with just you and a coach. Group interactive classes where we break down hundreds of topics. Professional masterclasses where we bring in pro players or coaches. Hundreds of 5-star reviews and testimonials from players who went from gold to immortal in just 2 sessions. Join our Discord, link down below in the description to start today.
We're back. A little abrupt, but that's my fault. Anyway, is Rage's map pick after a honestly relatively close map 1 coming in from WgW. But with that being the case, we'll see what they're going to do.
Yeah, we're seeing this Yoru again out of sight. Actually, now that I think about it, we've seen this Haven too. I remember this. There was this thing that Rage would do a lot. They would push Onazi down mid a lot, and it's this into that corner down by window. And it worked quite a bit in the first game. Yeah, and we see both teams pulling out the double duelist. Only difference in the comp is this Jet and this ISO. And yeah, Rage stealing that Fnatic comp, and they like being really aggressive with it. Fnatic likes doing it too, and we'll probably see some strong aggression. Like I brought up this walking Onazi down into this corner, down on the left side of window in mid. Saw it a lot last time. Last time we saw Rage on this map, and I think we're gonna see it again.
Isn't this also the map that Fnatic had like the famous 5-man save? Or is that something else?
What do you mean?
Wasn't there like a map where Fnatic literally just saved with 5 people alive?
That was a bind. That was
a bind?
Yeah, that was fine.
Okay, thankfully then, if they're copying Fnatic, they're gonna not copy that at all here, and already getting underway here. It's WgW moving on straight through towards the A site, collapsing pretty quickly with the smokes going on through Mael and the Cypher trying to find something. It's gonna be on a site picked off here. Backside finally contested. WgW able to pick up on Onazi, making sure it's not without losing something. FamSaray back here for this WgW lineup. I believe that was CJ was the sub. So they're gone back in favor of FamSaray. I think that's easy. I'm not gonna lie here. TP away Dawn moving on through into here, picking off one. Mael picked off, but not looking up a BAM at all. That one counts to clear so much. If a BAM was waiting for him.
Don't forget who you are, Omen.
Yeah, so not really much in that round, just a lot of ghost duels, and yeah, it's just a very normal round, not really anything to pull similarities to, just a really fight-based round. Kind of a lot of smokes on the site, really clogged site lets this WgW team find a bunch of fights, and we're gonna see them find a pretty open site on A.
Find that site. Oh, I was looking away this time, and that's my bad. That is genuinely a full open site here on A, not a piece of util from this Rage lineup. I do enjoy a little gamble stack myself. WgW still have to clear out all the information they can get, but they can get this very optimal plant here for their lineups. Finally, the rotation from Rage coming on through. 40 seconds left on the clock here. Sight from Heaven. Trying to find that little corner to sit here. Goose coming up to join. And find. Is that ISO still chilling there? Onazi's chilling on C right now. I don't know what's going on with them. Maybe they just decided that the round's also over and trying to find a timing here, but Bam's looking for that timing onto site here into Heaven. Bomb's ticking on down. No shot. We've cursed this 5-man save into existence unless they're trying not to give any sort of alt orbs. That must be what it is. They're trying to give no alt orbs in this case at all here. They're all going to die to bomb here in the last second here. Not a single death from either team, but 5 dead for Rage here.
But if you think about it, deaths to bomb don't show up on the scoreboard, so there are no deaths on the scoreboard, even though all of Rage die. And yeah, that does, yeah, kind of see that a lot. Yeah, WgW, they just walk into this open site, gamble stack, they can't really do anything. I mean, it's just like if you actually go gambling. If you miss, you're just gonna have to give up. And you're probably not gonna want to do what Rage did to the fullest extent. But yeah, you just can't really gamble. And if you're wrong when you gamble, you just lose everything. Remember that, kids.
Speaking of gambling there, able to walk across from IL there, gambling that no one was waiting in window or no one was ready for that garage window, but now Sight's moving on through here. Gets a lot of space onto A, waiting for that rotation, waiting for no one to check that corner here. So far, each team looking for those early picks. We saw that a lot on Bind. These teams just waiting for that first member to peek on out, and both teams have members each that really were looking for it, though. I hope to see how Fam Saray does that, because CJ was one of those members from WgW that was just constantly swinging. Sight, the member from Rage that was doing that. It's going to be the end towards B. They have to take one of the links if they want to do it in Sight's going to stop that already, but the gun wasn't ready. Versi found it. Goose able to pick up that shock dart kill onto Mael, losing that important flash on Z. Taking up a pretty good spot here. Goose going to find another shock dart. Not a lot of damage here. Pick up something that one. Cow able to pick up the BAM. Now able to get away. Bomb down. Garage. Target here, but stuck. WgW can't get a lot done. Able to get that smoke up just in time. Honestly, able to get away. Trying to spam, finding some damage, but not a lot here. Still with their life, kill contract in hand. Could find a pretty big ultimate here on this retake, but honestly, picking up Bento. That one, Cow and Dawn picks up the other two. And the BM and Chad, I know you guys can't see it, but Sight getting a little spicy here. Gonna guess. Is this the thing you were talking about?
Yes, this should do.
Earlier on?
Yeah.
You're fine.
So we have DM. Obviously, Sight is a bit insane. I think we're gonna ignore the fact that he's 0-2 and talking from a position where he has 0 kills. We're just gonna pretend that he doesn't have 0 kills right now, and that he actually can be talking.
Yeah.
But
Stream can't see it, but he did just call them, say, quote, "God, you're horrible," with the 0-2, but now has a chance to try and pick something up here. Execute's coming towards them. Goose and Sight on this A site. More coming towards them. Goose ready to swing out here towards long. Smoke dropping in a second. Famsaray and Versi waiting for it. Not ready. Versi dies in the crossfire. Milo to pick up that one. Cal. Goose can fall. Milo good for 3. Looking for more. Sight finds 2. Evens up the scoreboard. But bam! Picking up that last kill on the Sight there. One alive from long. It's Dawn. It's been really clutch throughout this series on map 1 here. Looking for it. Dawn gonna find it through the wall. Looking for the next one. Tries and able to get it done. The clutch factor that Rage needed.
So another thing, we have to pretend we didn't just watch. We just saw both teams team blind each other with an omen blind. And yeah, I don't know what to say about that, because if Rage doesn't blind whoever it was that was taking that duel, it was Goose. If that one Cow doesn't blind him, that round he probably gets 2 and the round's over. If WgW doesn't team blind Famsaray, he gets that one and no Goose, and then that's probably a different way we win the round, but it just cancels out because both teams did it. And we're gonna see a heavy C hit out of WgW here.
I'm always a fan of these. It's the easiest option because it feels like it's the closest wall from spawn, so you can always line up here. 100 Furies just gonna get popped, trying to stall the push as best they can. Duncan's like a Famsaray Mile popping out of the dimensional drift, but you don't have that gun out as fast anymore, and Rage collapsing on this eco. Versi finds one though. And no bodies behind that cage walls, but Goose looking for it on this flank. It's a pincer from Rage as Babam's out of options, has to swing, and it's gonna be 2. Looking at him, Dawn with a 3K.
Yeah, eco round. When you're poor, you generally don't do well. Applies in life, applies in Valorant. And you've got this really fast C hit. They try to pull out the ultimates. They just don't have the guns to back it up. And it is 3-2. Rage 7-1 out of Dawn. And it's gonna be a bit of a default round.
Back to the tried and true, and Odyssey swinging on out, has that ISO. Double tap saves their life and picks up Versi. Able to just get away with murder again. Literally in this case. First degree specifically. Now it's Dawn. Picking up with the camera. I hate these B executes. They're so messy. They never work out well. They need so much space on the map in order to take it, and never seems to work. But WgW don't seem too discouraged by that fact at all. They're going to shock dart towards the garage. They're trying to find some space here. Dawn gets away with their life, spamming towards the doors. More executes through into garage trip. They got to find this out. They don't have any information yet, quite yet. Sight's holding this. I think it's an op in hands. It'd be scary to deal with here on a box, but not ready for that at all. Looked away. Bracket the next round, and Dawn falls in their own cage, but that one was picking up 2 with the spam. The push for WgW already collapsed again, but they still got 2 members alive here. Fanto has to find something on board. Last member who hasn't done anything quite yet. That one going to cancel the ultimate now. It's just from garage. And this CT, pardon my language. Figure that one out next time. The timing's taken. Looking for Nanazi swinging on out. Just the Bam alone picks it up. Numbers even from spawn. Dart's gonna pick up a lot of information. Fanto had to spam it out now. Known, swung, couldn't find it, couldn't get it done. 2 shots left. Nothing in the tank for Fanto to win.
Yeah, aggressive first pick out of Onazi brings this round, brings the advantage to Rage. WgW able to take that site and get it going here, and we're gonna see a timeout from WgW again.
I do think they need it.
Yeah, it hasn't got started well, really. Dropped 4 straight, got the pistol, so it's not out of their reach yet, really. But yeah, it's starting to be a bit of an issue, and yeah, WgW need to find the solution. Is it X equals 8? I don't think so. Is it the solution to life in 42? Is it some other weird number that I'm not in a mood to come up with? Pi E
1738?
what?
1738?
6, 7.
These kids.
Yeah, gotta find the number to plug in, gotta find what they need to do, plug it in, get it going, get the train moving, plug it and chug it, as some math teacher has probably said to you at some point in time in your life.
I think I forgot pretty much everything my math teachers have taught me, besides like gambling specific stuff.
Time to jump.
So you can tell where my priorities are, and they're on the right stuff here. The gamble's trying to make something happen. It's a gamble on the kill contract burn. I think they actually found it. Sight's gonna pick a fam story with that shorty. Already popped. Finally popping on out. Somehow staying alive. Kill contract's gone here from this ISO, but still buying space, buying time, and getting them a kill. So WgW down members again. They've just got this Omen here inserted on this lurk, and Fanto's moving so far up. We can see Sight through the wall, but they can't. Mercy's going to pop on through there. That was a stinger from long. Couldn't find it, but Bam picks it up, though. Bomb's going to get down here for WgW, but the rotation coming quickly from Rage. They've got this Omen moved up pretty well here. Versy's got that stinger, too, waiting for someone to come through these garage doors, but no one from Rage is at all. Dimensional Grift's going to be burned. Sight's going to see it as well. Sot, ping, looking for more. Omen teleport. Also, they're trying to find as much as they can through here, but Bam stuck in the site, has to fight the war, couldn't get it done. Don's gonna pick it up now. Mael from long. Got heavy work to do here. A lot to happen. Spam's coming through, but Sight wasn't blinded by that at all. Don's gonna stick this at all. Nothing you can do here. Couldn't even get the kill. Versi, one more reload. Stinger has to try and find it for something.
I mean, one, what if Rage decided to let him live? That would have thrown a wrench in the plans of WgW there. Wait, no, that's not how saving works. That wouldn't have done anything. My bad. Yeah, Still, what if they let him save for some reason? Yeah. Rage keeps it going. Starting to look like WgW last map. Big lead and brought it up in pistol. We see this really deep push from Onazi on the ISO. And it's picked off by Fanto.
Well, already gone. Hard to deal with here for Rage, losing that asset that's been getting them a lot of first blood kills here. And getting a lot of information with that neural theft too, burned by Fanto. Worked a lot to get that up now, and gonna swing Garage, not able to get anything done, and Sight picking up my L2. Already flung away, the numbers getting out of WGW's hands. They cannot deal with this. That TP was heard, they're looking towards box, but Bam was waiting for it. Picks it up. Sight finds another 2. This op is just dangerous in Sight's hands. Making WGW's life so hard, they don't have a lot of util to deal with this, especially when you're losing Mael, those flashes to deal with this. Here in the slow clear coming on through, you can't do anything about that. Looking for the 4K, Don's gonna pick it up though. 3 alive here. Rage just cleaning house.
My ult is ready. You failed. Now
Yeah, so we got 6 in a row from Rage. And it's been pretty good looking to do it. That made no sense. But Rage looking really solid. Got 6 in a row. Can they make it 7? Yeah, and it's just been a really big struggle for WGW to get this game under control. Already used a timeout to try and slow the bleeding. And it's probably going to be a really tough round for WGW to get here. Really bad buy.
Well, your knives are already burned there, and Appa's still unclear. Teleport waiting for it. Gonna shoot that clone, but still out of there. Ace still this hit. WGW don't seem too deterred at all by this Appa. Another good flash is gonna block this up. Mile has it ready, waiting, finding it, couldn't get it done. Sight has a shorty. Goose gonna pick up Mile. Versity finds that trade, looking for it. Sight holding this for so long. Back to the wall. Couldn't find the WGW member. Able to pick that up just for a second. Has the op. Smoke. Gonna drop in a second. Just tucking in, waiting, holding, ready for it. Picks it up. They saw the whiff of the century coming in from Sight, but still has done their work. 3 versus 3 here, left for Rage on this retake. Held well. Don picks it up now. Neural Theft gonna spot out and flush the rest of the members. Mercy picking up that shot. Onazi picking up Mercy though, and Don finishing it off in the Cypher 1v1.
Yeah. I don't know why I say yeah so much. I think I should stop doing that. Big, I mean, keeps it going, brings it from 6 to 7, 6-7, brings the streak from 6 to 7, brings the rounds from 6 to 7, and it's just a really tough thing to figure out, and WGW's got to solve this problem. Nothing really going well, and as we bring it into the 10th round, and they've only gotten 2, and it's been 7 rounds. Gotta figure it out.
And, well, that's not a way to do it at all. Already losing an important member here.
Cover going out.
Damstar has not been able to get online at all so far for WGW. Nothing works. They've been spamming. Don's trying to get under this trip. Gonna spot it out, and Bam was waiting for that upgrade for so long. Able to rat it out. Advantage bot. Mile picking up Sight there. Off there, but Goose has that 100 Sphere. Can spot out 1. Looking for it. Picks it up. Sees another. Flicks a little too far. Couldn't find that second hit, but still damage is done. 3 versus 2 has been done before here by Rage, though. That one counted Goose. Goose has been the member to get it done, and we can see that continue to shine through on these clutches. Tucking so well. Waiting for this long hold, able to get it through the box. 3K looking for the rest, but Bam from long spamming has to find it, and that one, cow, the clutches from Rage are too strong.
It is over. Gun here.
Yeah, 2 versus 3. Not really biggest expert on AI conversion rates for Valorant. See him a lot in CS2. Of course, we do not have that kind of money here at TCC. And we can't get AI round win rates going because yeah, I don't think anyone's approving that. Jude, if you're watching, maybe find a way to do that.
Breath.
But yeah, it's just pretty tough to convert rounds sometimes from Rage. A little bit more on this bind, on that bind. They're just kind of finding ways sometimes too.
Oh, that's a very bad dart. Not what you want to see at all from WgW. Trying to find a foot in the door here. 2 rounds left in the half. Gonna pop on through towards B. Next XE coming. The money not good for this team at all, but they're still electing towards this difficult execute. Miles gonna spam on through. Not able to find a Versi. Picked up Don though from Garage. Big asset here for WW. Another chance to win a round with the first blood here, but that one Cow's gonna even up. Famstory still not able to get their foot in the door. That box so hard to clear. Double tap gives OnaZ the chance to pick it up. Fento though picks it up in kind, but that one Cow ready for the trades. Too strong from Rage. And now here it comes. They're waiting for this Hunter's Fury to get it. Mercy for 2 from mid. And the Hunter's Fury to clean it up. Finally something.
Last round.
Hunter's Fury, I mean, it's just really important to be able to hit those. Really, really close there to not getting that at the very end. As you might not have been able to notice through the X-ray and also the death animation through the wall. Sight was mid Yoru TP. Just gets chased down by the Hunter's Fury laser beams.
Who's next?
And just isn't able to do it. Now, probably loses that round anyway, because I have no idea where that TP was. But, yeah, and WgW starts well again. Bam finding first time doing Nazi out in the long, A-long.
Continuing? Still able to get their foot. Man, Rage is like out for revenge on these first bloods. They're so happy to give it up because they're so confident they can keep going. This is Measure Drift gonna get all the information they need here. Goose picking up Mael now. It's numbers back towards Rage. Don looking for it. Swings 2. Famstory finally able to get their next kill. Smoke's gonna drop. Goose defusing the bomb. It's not half though. 2 peeking at poor Jet there, and Sight was waiting for it. The body advantage coming in huge from Rage.
Yeah, so differing views on the op and differing views on whether or not Sight should be allowed to play Valorant ever again. Yeah, so not that many people think that the op is a great skill gun. Some people think it's really overly easy to use. And some people think that, we should, that it's a great gun and that it's definitely skill based. I'm tweaking out of my mind.
trying to flame the off and just tripping on the way. I can call it. I'm definitely not a fan of the op crutch kind of players, but that's specifically like a comp Q swift play unrated thing. Like I'll make fun of them in those game modes, but here I'm not worried at all. Those are like very valid roles to have in this environment, but Bam's just gonna pick up Sight there, no op in hand at all. Just asleep at the wheel. Really good dart, honestly, too, to distract for a second. I don't care about that, man. You can say that all you want. You don't have to type it to me. Delta said, oh, I don't think they like hearing about op crutching. Man, I don't care about that. I'm here. I've done nothing wrong. Okay. Oh well. We're not here to mod them. We're here to find Famstory just picking up the kill, getting away with their life. Threw on that bomb there. A little bit of murder happening. Just live on stream. Bomb is down still. Close the tab there. There we go. Nice. I do enjoy this, but it's still... WgW have so many bodies alive at this point. They can just send whatever they want. Don was trying to tuck in the corner and couldn't make it work here. But they're fighting with their life. That one Cow is even this up. It's a 1v1. Teleport gonna come on through. Famstory heard it. Has to clear so much. Back to the smoke. That one Cow able to get away. More clearing coming on through here. Tapping the bomb once. Classic in hand. 2 shots needed from each of them. Fanta's going to disconnect one P10, but the back of Fami Suri to short. It's a 3K for Rage and a 4v2 to hold the site. We'll be popping into that in a second. Once we get to 10 seconds, it'll P10 here. Fanto just DC. You know what? After losing a round like that, I understand. I understand it. That's a crazy retake from Rage.
I was gonna miss it. Storm saved my life. Thank you, Storm. Yeah, I don't know why I can't do P10s. I just can't count. Yeah.
You'll get him one day.
Yeah, I need to lock in. I don't know why I can't hit the number 10 in seconds.
You get 6 or 7. You'd be really good at that. We should swap from P10 to P7.
Yeah.
Do you think objectively more match ops would hit it if it was 7 seconds? 6 or 7 seconds? Producer said yes.
Yeah, I think that would probably happen. Because, like, 1, 2 second window instead of 1, 2, 6, 7. Yeah, so we're going to be waiting for Fanto to lock in and get back on Valorant. Because, yeah, he's kind of in a tournament game, so he's got to be getting back to that tournament game.
Well, still, it's like a common theme. The bomb is down, and Rage just wins. I don't know if Stream can see it. I don't exactly know what Stream can see, to be honest. Just because I haven't really worked with Spectre too much, and every time I work with it, it never works. I'm not sure how it works, but I'm gonna count on 1, 2, 3. Man, I hate it's 7 defuses for Rage so far. The bomb has gotten down 7. Bomb's been down 8 times, 9 times technically if we include the first round of the second half, and Rage has won 8 of those. 8 times? Yeah, bomb's been down 9 times. They've won 8 times with the bomb is down. That's a crazy stat line to have on retakes and site holds and post plants specifically from Rage. Just been working so well, but I think a part of that's also coupled on specifically. I hate to be KD watching at this point, but I mean it's hard not to. FamSuray and Fanto just haven't been able to get online at all in this map. Fanto was a big member from what we saw in the first map, but really hasn't been able to wake up at all. FamSuray replacing CJ on the sub. Not able to fill those shoes quite yet. They've got a couple rounds to do that. They've got 3 rounds specifically to do that, so there's still time, but they've kind of ran out of it. Like on this unpause, they probably are going to end up losing this round, just because the ecos they're working against, 3 Bulldogs, 1 Ghost, 1 Spectre, but WgW have to start stringing something together. They got to find that confidence. They've got to find that extra step, or they're going to be popping into the lower bracket.
Yeah, and lower bracket round 1 is a pretty hard spot to come from. I mean, you got to win. How many games is an 18 playoff? You've got to be lower round 1, lower round 2, lower round 3, lower final, and then grand final. So you've got to win 5 games straight, and Fanto has come back, I believe. So I think we're going to be getting back into this soon.
Again, we pop it in soon here, and you think of the rest of the teams that have the chance to pop into that lower round. You know, I can dig at the bracket real quick and see. DBC, IXI, Mango Lovers, Takeo, Brins, WGG. These are all teams that have been very, very strong throughout the entire season, even against WGW. Mango Lovers and DBC specifically are 1 and 2 seed. I know officially we don't have seeds, but they both were the 3-0 qualifiers here. But bam, making sure they can at least get something on pace so far. Bomb is down again for Rage. Remember, 8 and 9, and keeping that alive, just popping one in the head, 2 in the head there. Versi Miles gonna fall on as he waiting for this. The trap has been sprung, picks up 2. Sight though, losing to Fanto. Gonna pick up those gun upgrades here, but the time not on their side at all. 1v3, has to retake from long. Bomb counting down already. You've got about 8 seconds or so, 10 seconds to get this done. You got to get through a smoke, got to get through a lot here at this moment. No HP to do it, just waiting for the exits, trying to pick up some ult points. And Fanto can't get it done. It's another round for Rage.
We've seen really good game out of Rage. Lose pistol, obviously lose their eco, and they just haven't really let WgW into this game. WgW did go 3-2, as you brought up the people in this bracket. They just have a 3-1 team because they did the best on map diff out of those 3-2 teams, playing a lot of close fought matches. So they get the best 3-1 team. And
we've seen that. We are 110% seeing that right now. From Rage, 2 rounds to go. Tucked tight. Foresight doesn't have, only has that Sheriff in hand here. Outlaw for Famsure. Light armor also on site here, so gonna get 1 tapped in the body if this execute comes towards A. A couple members still alive. They've got 3 heavies on Goose Honesty and that 1 cow. So those are members that you want to be swinging this Outlaw. Dart's not gonna see anything too. There's only 2. They're running a 1-2-2 right now. They're gonna be pretty light and a pretty late rotate coming on through here. Unless they start this now, they get this read. Smoke through B. They're trying to fake this execute. That's gonna call to these members. You can see them starting to slowly work away. They've fallen for it. WgW, hear the flashes, rotate on back here, but the site is gone already. Rage, all 5 members into the site, no damage taken, barely any util burn, not stuff that doesn't recharge at least. They've got their trips to clearing as much as they can, but Bam has this. They burn that disrupt, trying to find something, trying to push people away, buy as much time as they can. Versi setting up the flash, execute coming on in the second on this retake. It's still kind of a weird buy from both these teams, but 3 rifles in hand for Bam, Versi, Mile. The hero rifles you need from WgW. They need to make it done. Sight gonna be able to get away with 1. As Babam, Famsuri gonna pick up 2 there. That 1 cow finds Babam. They can't make it out of sight at all. Famsuri though through there with 3 from heaven with the Outlaw. Has to find it with the shorty and able to get it done with the 4K. WgW working on way.
yeah, I mean, the 9-3 curse is there. Don't have that big statistic that Desire likes bringing up when he casts, and now I like bringing up when I cast. Teams are far more likely to win when they get that last round, and yeah, if you watched the game, you would know that WgW won the second to last round and not the last round. Still definitely a momentum builder in comparison to the 8 rounds straight they lost right before that round, and definitely is better than the situation they were in, but it's gonna be really big on this.
Oh, just like
Spike
that.
down A.
Just like that. Op swap, or not the op, the Outlaw swaps hands. Still picks up 1 here. Another numbers advantage for WgW, but I feel like every time I mention that, something goes wrong for them. They've got to hold it, play defense, sync, wait, get intel specifically. They finally won on this retake. Their second time when the site's taken. 1 on the retake though. Gonna clear out towards garage here, trying to pull bodies towards C at this moment. They've got the Cypher inserted towards C long, waiting for a push. No one's gonna fall for it from WgW though. Call back on this, but Bam trying to find something. Not able to get any damage, taking a little bit themselves. Double tap gonna get burned. Kill contract coming on through. It's gonna pick up this Babam. Outlaw in hand. Has to find 2 with this double tap. Has to go for the headshot. Honestly though, picked it up instead. Faster on the draw.
Contract complete.
You mentioned the contract's gone, but Mile waiting for that with the Guardian. Picks it up, but still the numbers working on through the math still for
30
WgW.
seconds left.
But Rage find that site and I call back that stat line I've been keeping track of. 2 rounds, I believe. WgW successfully one of these 3 takes it done. The insert works so well. It's a 3K with a spray transfer onto 2 there. And Sight finishes it off for Versi. He's going to fall 12-4. Match point.
Match point.
Yeah. Instead of 4 chances, you got double the chances if you are Rage in this game. And to quote, I have absolutely no idea who, but about 1 billion people in the history of the Earth, if I had to guess. I like those odds. And I think Rage have got to like these odds going into this 17th round, looking to end this as soon as they can, up 12-4, and they're gonna be going towards the C site.
Pulls, eyes, Sight, finds Fanto. Already working on through the eco here, but 2 found the Guardian, and that Vandal popping out. Honestly, trying to do it with the double tap, able to get 2. Speaking of the double tap, Dawn behind the back of a man, can't hear it through the Hunter Spear, tries to swing on over, but the Neural Theft's gonna catch it. All up to Fam Saray and shot in the back. Not much you can do here for WgW. Rage just steamroll on their map break.
Game against WgW advances in the playoffs through the uppers, going into upper round 2 against, I don't know because I haven't looked at the bracket, and I don't know which game they would be playing. But WgW dropped to the lowers. Rage get it going and keep themselves alive in the upper bracket, looking to keep it going. More than likely the grand final, and yeah, we're gonna see Rage again soon. Gonna see WgW still because they're in the lowers, but we're gonna get this. It's gonna keep going for both these teams. Rage looking good today, and WgW not quite as good, obviously, considering they lost.
Not the best day for them, for sure. Strategically, just seconds off from victory in a couple different rounds, but the shots weren't landing on the second map. Makes it a little too hard for them to really come up with any proper advantage. They'd get the first bloods and they just wouldn't be able to transfer it over. Rage was just looking too clean here. We've got an interview with, I believe, with the coach of Rage, Nemesis, here in a bit. We've got to set that up. We'll see you after this intermission.
Welcome to Cryptic Coaching. This is our professional coaching program, where ranking up is 100% guaranteed, with in-depth coaching breaking down agents, fundamentals, and more. One-on-one personalized coaching with just you and a coach. Group interactive classes where we break down hundreds of topics. Professional masterclasses where we bring in pro players or coaches. Hundreds of 5-star reviews and testimonials from players who went from gold to immortal in just 2 sessions. Join our Discord, link down below in the description to start today.
Welcome back, everybody. A little more calm attitude here as we've got Nemesis, coach of the winning team, Rage here. First off, how's it going? How do you feel after a dominant victory on your own map?
Man, I'm extremely happy with the team. They're prepping, they're getting ready for these games, and I know there's a sort of a gauntlet here before Christmas, but I'm
Mhm.
proud of the way they're working. They're absolutely killing it right now.
It's good to hear. You said prepping, but something that we at least noticed ourselves a little bit on stream. Maybe we're incorrect. Maybe you can dispel the rumors here. But Rage seems a lot more like a very individual focused team. And a little reliant necessarily on these like clutches on these off-mid situations, but you guys look very confident in those. Is this like an intentional thing where you guys kind of scheme for these individual moments, or is this just happenstance?
It's all in the prep. When we put in certain protocols and stuff, if the round goes that way, that's the way it goes. But there's a lot of individual talent on the team. Every single one of the guys can make plays. That's what I tell them every time. And so, there are moments when somebody steps up and you don't know who it's going to be, and that's the great thing about them.
Uh, uh, so we saw like a really good game most of the time out of you, 13-10, 13-4. Only real big thing was a 4 round streak on map one bind to end the half, and then also they got the pistol. How like how did you adjust from that, and two, how does that like make you feel about your bind and how like you're playing?
Honestly, it never comes down to shooting for us. It really always comes down to temperaments and like, what kind of chaos does the other team bring? Because I always tell the team stick to our game plan. It's when other teams are doing things to disrupt our game plan and causing chaos. That's when things get shifted. And, that's where I come in. I kind of shift them, bring them back to reality, and like, hey, y'all can shoot. Let's just focus on what we talked about and let's actually play. And so when you see these timeouts, sometimes they're strategic like that. Sometimes, we're just cooking up something. You'll never know, but we always have a plan going forward.
Uh, I had a question. Okay, yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Uh, so we saw quite a bit of op out of sight. Is that like a primary idea of your comps, or is it just sort of like a thing about the two maps we got where we saw that Yoru, because like for example on your Abyss that we didn't see tonight but we saw in your last game against Ultimate, he was playing Sova and you can't really op on Sova. So like i- how much is the op on site involved in your ideas?
Um, so the playbook is deep. There's a lot of things going on. And it's great that Sight pulled some attention, but you just never know what you're gonna get with Sight or Don or Sid or Goose or even Cal. So there is no honest answer to that. There's a lot that we plan and we prep for, so you never know what you're gonna get whenever anybody's on any hero.
Halfling, do you have one more question?
I've got some to work with here. I'm relatively new here, both to Valorant and to TCC, and something I've noticed specifically is you uh, run a lot of players that like to butt heads, and I feel like that plays a little bit into emotions. Is that something that you as a coach kind of like to channel with, or do you like to try and remove the emotion from the game?
No, I let them thrive on the emotion. I've got to reel them back sometimes because all of them are extremely emotional and they want to win. And sometimes that causes heads to just crash all the time, even internally in your team. And that's why I love this team so much, is because they actually respond to my advice or my coaching. If they see that, hey, we're butting heads a little bit and coach comes in and says some stuff, they take that and they're like, all right, let's fix this, let's adjust, and let's win. And so that's been a big pain point for us growing as a team, is just, listening and working together and not butting heads all the time. It's just a lot of personalities on the team.
So I'm going to encourage a little bit of those butting heads here. Um, you are looking at the DBC versus IXI match. Any word to either of those teams that have to face you after their own series?
Watch out. Just watch out. I can't say too much without giving too much, but all I can say is whoever's next on the slate, just watch out.
Just watch out. And then call out to anyone else. Anyone want to shout out here before we have to wrap up our night?
Shout out to the team. I mean, this hard work is just absolutely paying off. Y'all are doing awesome. Just keep it up. Shout out to Rage. Whoever's watching from Rage, thanks for watching. And most importantly, I got to shout out to my wife. She deals with my shenanigans while I'm out here coaching and watching the streams and playing with the guys. So definitely number one shout out to her.
All right. Thank you for the shout outs. Thank you for the time for showing up onto the interview. And we'll see you next week, next series. I don't know. You mentioned it's a gauntlet. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how they kind of cram all these games in as best as possible. With that being the case, we've got to end out the stream here. It's just over 2 hours. I can see that. We had the first attempt. Sorry about all the tech delays. To be very frank, I'm pretty sure it was OBS stuff. It wasn't actually anything that we couldn't control. But thank you, anyone, for sticking it out and thugging it out for us. Thank you to the players in the game for dealing with our tech pauses and so on. Thank you to Tucker and everyone else that helped with observing. I think we had Storm and CJ at some point doing a little bit of stuff. And thank you, Delta, for putting up with my shenanigans in between games, as well as casting with me. Thank you, Wild Goose, for producing and doing their best on the scramble. Thank you, TCC, for hosting us on the stream. We'll see you next time.